What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. We find ourselves in the custom scenarios once again, and we are playing the Imperial invasion today. The Empire has taken over the galaxy and has crushed the Rebel Alliance. Seeking new systems to conquer, they have laid their eyes on Earth. As the leader of the Empire, you must launch an attack on the planet. Will you use your troops wisely? Or will you fail and become a disgrace to the Galactic Empire? Editor's note: I apologize if any of the icons for the evolution seem odd. I couldn't find any online that would fit it. I made this scenario for fellow Star Wars lovers, so enjoy. We will see if this is good. This looks like a bacteria. We play on normal. Vader's Fist. Okay. Welcome, Lord Vader. Your forces are awaiting orders. Choose a location to begin the invasion. Your resources. We have given you some credits to help you gain more forces. Use them wisely. You will gain more based on your performance. We will start in the US. Once again, a rich country, which is not where you want to start, but we'll do it anyway. Let us take a look. Transmission. Jump packs. Jump packs are given to stormtroopers, allowing them to fight from the air. Capture. Imperial commandos are sent aboard enemy ships to silently commandeer them for their own use. Symptoms. That looks far different than the standard. Martial arts training. Stormtroopers are trained in a variety of martial arts for close quarters use. Laser turrets. Light laser cannon turrets are set up around areas of control, harder for enemy forces to launch attacks. Dark troopers. Dark troopers prototype are deployed onto the field, able to take a lot of enemy fire. Unfortunately, as a prototype, not all of the kinks have been worked out yet. Speeder bikes. Fast, lightly armored speeder bikes are deployed. While they assist in scouting, they are fragile and can be easily destroyed. Holographic maps. Officers are given maps that show a layout of the surrounding area. Greatly improves the performance of stormtroopers. Cold resistance. Stormtrooper armor is fitted with heating systems that can protect them from the cold. Heat resistance. Stormtrooper armor is lightened in hot temperatures, making troopers sweat and dehydrate less. Bacta spray. Stormtroopers are given Bacta spray, which gets rid of pain but doesn't heal the wound. And Imperial might. Every day of the invasion, a well-known officer makes a speech before an attack, raising the stormtroopers' morale. And it's lethal. So first we want jump packs and capture. Although I think we use capture first, because we are not in an arid country and I like getting around by ship a little bit more than by plane. Mostly because I hate islands. Everyone who plays this game hates islands, right? Increased rainfall in humid countries. That's even better for this. It leads to hover rafts. Hover rafts are deployed so stormtroopers can quickly cross water to their destination. Costs 16 points, but I think I want air transmission first, which is called jump packs here. How many points does this use? 10 points. Now, first thing I notice about this scenario is that even though it uses some standard transmissions and some standard abilities, the descriptions for them are customized so they fit the scenario. This is something that I appreciate. I like that a lot. What do we have here? TIE fighter squads. TIE fighters are scrambled and launched into combat, assisting the invasion from above. This is very effective as well as this, but hover rafts is probably what I want next for 17 points. We have infected a mighty 6 people, which is pretty bad. But again, that's just starting in a rich country. It is not what you want to do. North Korea uses peace rockets to save the International Space Station from space junk collision. Yeah, okay. We leave that uncommented, I guess. 17 DNA points needed. We have infected 8 points. 8 people, I mean. Holographic maps. Sweet. It leads to improved comlinks. Stormtrooper comlinks have been upgraded to detect any nearby communications. Causes them to be more dangerous in the field. And we have thermal imploders. Thermal imploders are given to stormtroopers, which create devastating explosions. At least they're not lethal. I still want water first because we pick up any severity. And it takes time. Lots of time. Now we can pick it up. Thank you. Do I want air for 17? Probably. Probably also want air. God, this is painful. Starting in a rich country is incredibly painful. At least we have some bubbles to pop, but these bubbles are helpful, but it's really about infecting other countries, and 19 people is not a whole lot after all this time. Slow start, very slow. I do want to go via air though. It is something I want before we go into any more severity. We could probably play it faster if we go into severity right now, but starting in a rich country is dangerous enough. I really don't want to be detected early on and have Greenland shut down everything. That would be a disaster. 17 points is a lot though if you only get them so slowly. And the numbers are not on our side. Rising ever so slowly. Laser turrets mutated. It leads to shoulder-mounted turrets. Select stormtroopers have turrets mounted to their shoulders. Makes it dangerous to attackers, but makes stormtroopers slower. It raises infectivity and severity. Turbo laser turrets. Turbo laser turrets are set up around and on bases. Long range and powerful lasers make it extremely dangerous to attackers. Long range sounds like rural areas, but I have no idea. Really doesn't say much about this. I really only know about water and air transmission. I really have no idea about rural and urban. So far I have not read any text regarding this. And I'm really hoping we get to 17. And again, that's the issue with starting in rich countries. I mean, God, these all only give one. Vader's fists infects hundreds. Yeah, well, it is hundreds, but it's really not a whole lot. Especially considering how much time has passed already. One more point, please. 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 No? Okay, I don't need more points, that's fine. Thank you. Transmission. Lambda shuttles. These shuttle quickly carry stormtroopers anywhere from desert to mountains. I mean, it would make sense to grab it, but I'm not waiting for another 20 points before I grab something else. I'm really not. Fuck this. Maybe though, just maybe, we can finally start spreading around a little bit. To Canada maybe. Festival of Love in USA. USA celebrates the Festival of Love. Fans praise the replacement for International Kissing Day. Critics question hygiene standards. That is usually a good pop-up to have. We're up to like 3,000 people now, that's still not a whole lot. Like totally not a lot. I would like to infect some other country, it mustn't even be anything special, just something. I think we pick up martial arts training just because we can afford it right now and increases infectivity. That leads to heavy armor. Stormtroopers are given armor known to withstand explosions. This makes them more dangerous. I think what I want is cold resistance, heat resistance. The thing that bugs me a little bit is that I don't know if this is actual drug resistance. It just doesn't tell here. I would assume it is from the symbol, and that's why I still want to pick it up. Hey, good, we finally infect other countries. Yeah, that's why I want to pick it up, but it is a problem to me to not quite know what's going on there. But I will assume that's the effect it has, and that this makes us better in the rich countries, which we are currently having trouble with. So that is what I am going to do. At the current rate, I'm already thinking Egypt will be infected quicker than our starting country. Speeder bikes symptom mutated, and it leads to ATST, which isn't quite a horse, but he told us about the symbols. Oh well. The all-terrain scout transport is a very mobile vehicle that can destroy most targets quickly. It still has its weaknesses, however. Yeah, the movies have shown us plenty about Imperial weaknesses, despite it totally not making any sense that they keep losing and that they keep building the same Death Stars with the same issues. With a wide open hole that you need to put one shot into so the entire thing explodes. But hey, what do I know? Abilities. I do want to pick it up for the sake of it. I do want to pick one level of heat resistance and I think a second level of cold resistance for 15 points. Because usually the cold countries, Greenland, give more trouble than the hot countries. 26 points, that's incredible. This leads to medkits. First aid kites are distributed, allowing a stormtrooper to help a fallen brother. And medic. Medics are deployed when fatal injuries are encountered on the field. I think I want to go into symptoms right now. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do. They're spreading quite well. I want to pick up... What do I want to pick up? Thermal imploders, that is quite effective apparently, and it leads to poison darts. Snipers are given darts that can kill any living thing in less than a minute without medicine. Greatly increases their danger. It's lethal, I don't want that right now. I prefer dark troopers, which leads to shock troopers. Shock troopers, armed with rocket launchers and explosives, are added to the invading forces. Cause great damage to any enemy soldiers. I think I want the shoulder-mounted turrets just because it's quite effective. New minor disease spreading. Standard pop-up right there. Egypt starts to work on cure. Yep, like I said, it's probably going to be Egypt which is fully infected first. And numbers by the million. Stormtroopers are given orders to march in large numbers, not only creating a danger to those that oppose them, but also frightening soldiers. And stimulants. Stims are given to stormtroopers to increase their energy and awareness, causes them to never need any sleep. I still don't want lethality, so I pick the options that do not add lethality. This leads to riot troopers. Stormtroopers armed with shields and shock batons are sent to the front line, making it harder for enemy soldiers to break through the army. And mega troopers. Stormtroopers in bionic armor are deployed. Extremely dangerous, only the best can destroy one. Both is lethal, I do not want this yet, so we pick shock troopers and we pick the ATSTs, which leads to AT-AT, which is apparently commandeered by monkeys. A powerful walker, the all-terrain armored transport, can destroy anything in its path. Its slow speed makes it harder for it to get anywhere quickly though. It's deadly though, so I don't want that right now. What I do want, however, is medkits, because I think medkits are going to be drug resistance too, and that's only going to be helpful. We have 71 points, we need to do something else. Heat resistance and environmental training. Special training on Felucia has made stormtroopers adapted to harsh climates. This, by the way, leads to communication scramble. Communication waves are sent to damage enemy communications. Makes it harder for them to fight. Yeah, that slows the cure. And we have Greenland, that's great news. So we have infected everything but the Philippines and New Guinea. That's bad news. There goes New Guinea. Now we only need the Philippines. World Cup cancelled. The World Cup has been cancelled due to fears over Vader's fist. And we have all countries, that's fantastic. I don't know what this does. I really don't know. I mean, it adds lethality and severity, but that's all I can see. I want AT-ATs because I think they're cool. Juggernaut, mobile base that transports stormtroopers quickly. Sounds good. Orbital strike, star destroyers in orbit bombard a location with turbo lasers. Location is random, however. Poison darts, I want those. And improved comlinks sound pretty good as well. As long as we don't overkill on these freshly infected countries, we are good to go. Death Star! Give out an order to commence primary ignition. This is a last resort if capturing the planet is too difficult. Yeah, let's use the last resort. Numbers by the millions. We can actually pick up everything. I mean, we've read through all of them. Now it's just time to pick them up. Iceland is beginning to break down. That is fine. The Philippines are fully infected. I think the entire planet is fully infected. Yep, it is. So let's just pile on the lethality. Now we'll probably use this because that's... The Death Star has been used. That's fantastic. The Death Star is a win condition. We don't even need to wait. So, great. The Death Star has won us the game. I hope you enjoyed it. This was actually a quite creative scenario. I like it and I will recommend it. The start was incredibly slow, but then again we started in the US, so it's our fault entirely. Outside from that, a pretty creative Star Wars scenario. Pretty well customized, well done, well articulated. The descriptions were fitting. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time with the next scenario, farewell.